कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Kaikeyi was very adamant that she shall ask for the boons only when Dasharatha promises to make a vow, a pledge. That is when Dasharatha states, Yam muhurtatamapashyanstu na jivetamaham dhruvam tena ramena Kaikeyi shapete vachana kriyam आत्मना चात्मजैश्च अन्यैर्वृणेयं मनुजर्षभं तेन रामेण कैकेयी शपेते वचनक्रियां तेन रामेण कैकेयी। Hey Kaikeyi, I pledge and vow in the name of my dearest son Rama that I shall grant what you ask. Right from the start, we have seen that the character of a certain person doesn't change. Dasharatha, as the famed Right Honorable V.S. Srinivasa Shastri used to state, was a king who used to promise in haste and repent in leisure. He used to commit immediately. He didn't even check. He didn't even bother to ask what her boons were. And if she's telling that, let me pledge or let me vow, you have to make a vow, then only I'll grant. As a king, as an administrator, he should have said, this is not possible, Kaikeyi. I'm just not your husband. I'm also the king of this particular kingdom. I'm the leader of all these subjects. I cannot just like that commit myself to anything that you ask. You ask, I will check if it is possible or not. This is what a prudent, logical king will do. He was a very valorous king, a very well-read king. But when you fall prey to your senses, this is what happens. His love for Kaikeyi was so high that he would end up making such promises. Nevertheless, the moment he said that I pledge or vow on Rama, Kaikeyi said, Abhisheka samarambho ragavasyopakalpitaha anenaivabhishekena Bharato me bhishichyata. In the same muhurtam, on the same date, same day, same time, small change, instead of Rama undergoing the coronation pattabhishekam, my son Bharata should rule. Second boon. Nava panchacha varshani dandakaranyamashritah chirajiradharo dhiro Ramo bhavatu tapasaha. In the meantime, Rama should go to the forest. See, she is very clear. She doesn't mention the sons of Sumitra. She doesn't even mention the wife of Rama. She tells Rama should go to the forest. Nava panchacha varshani 9-5. Many scholars have debated why should Valmiki mention it as Nava Pancha instead of Chaturdashacha Varshani or Chaturdasha Varshani. Why is he calling Nava Panchacha Varshani 9-5? Is there a significance to the number 9 and 5? As far as I have read in the commentaries, nothing of that sort is mentioned. It is a simple way of fitting the words to a poetic meter. So, Nava Panchacha Varshani, it will fit exactly in the meter. So, she says for 14 years he should go to the forest, be in the disguise of a hermit. a tapasvi. Chirachinadharo dhiro Ramo bhavatu tapasaha. Hearing, listening to these two wounds, Dasharatha swooned on the floor like how an elephant, majestic, royal, strong, but when it is stung by a snake or a scorpion, it will fall on the ground. The scorpion or the snake could be very small in size, but it can make even the mighty elephant fall. Same way, Dasharatha fell unconscious on the floor. The Tamil poet Kamban gives this comparison that he lifted her from the floor to the bed, assuming she is a spotted deer. Bereft or oblivious of the thought that spotted is just not the deer, even as the snake. Nagamennum kodiyai தன்னாவில் ஈந்த சோகவிடம் தொடர துணுக்கம் எய்த ஆகம் அடங்கலும் வெந்து அழுந்து அராவின் வேகம் அடங்கிய வேழம் என விழுந்தான். He fell on the ground. My Pracharya gives a beautiful description that we have discussed about the lake that was filled with the tears of the people that was caused due to the separation of Rama from them. And here is a Mahishi, the queen, who is also a she-buffalo, with her two horns, which is her two bones, goes and gets submerged in those waters and relishes being there. Janabashpa jalashraya priya varashungadvaya bhima darshana malina madimandhyava pivara mahishi satyamiyam mahipate. Dasharatha for a second wants to understand if this is a daydream. He has been daydreaming, or is it truly that is happening? Kimno meyam divasvapnaschitta moho piva mama anubhutopasargova manaso vapyupadravaha. Is it something that my mind has created? Or is it something that is truly happening? Is it a daydream? He thought for a second. Then he convinces himself, this is not daydream, this is not night dream, this is truly happening. He now tries convincing Kaikeyi. He says, Satyena loka jayati dvijandanena raghavaha guru shushrooshaya viro dhanusha yudhishatravan. Hey Kaikeyi, Rama's tactics of winning over people is world known. He is renowned for that. He knows how to attract his friends. He knows how to serve his parents and get into their good books. Kaikeyi, do you have something against such a kind of a person? If it is somebody else, I can understand. Towards Rama, people, the world loves him. How can you, of all of them, afford to hate him? Sadate janani tulyam vrittim vahati raghavaha. Sadate janani tulyam. The world knows that Kaushalya has birthed Rama, not you. But you know for the fact, Kaikeyi, every time he sees you, every time he pays obeisances to you, every time he venerates you, every time he serves you, he does it with the full dedication as how much he would do for his own biological mother. Sadate janani tulyam vrittim vahati raghavaha. Kaikeyi, I can tell you for one thing. He has served you more than what he has served his own mother Kaushalya. He has served you more than what your son Bharata has served you. So his service to you is greater than what service he has performed to his biological mother Kaushalya. His service to you is more than what your biological son Bharata has to offer to you. Ramo hi bharatad bhuyas tava shushrushate sada vishesham tvai tasmatu bharatasya na lakshaye. Bharatasya na lakshaye. Even Bharata would not have cared for you so much. Kaikeyi, do you remember those nights after the birth of our children? You have sat next to me on the bed and you have narrated to me, Kaikeyi, as to how superior Rama's demeanor, qualities, attributes are, greater than even Bharata. Kaikeyi, do you remember those nights? Nanu te raghavastulyo bharatena mahatmana bakusho hisma bale tvam katha kathayase mama. How beautifully you have narrated those days, Kaikeyi. Those incidents were every incident you will remember and tell. Dasharatha, see, Rama is so great in this attribute. He is even greater than my own son Bharata. Hey Dasharatha, you were the one who were telling Kaikeyi. Is it you who's asking for Rama to go to the forest? Kaikeyi, I feel that this is not something that has occurred in your mind, Kaikeyi. Somebody has taught you. Who is this? Deenaya duraya vaja iti hovacha Kaikeyi anarthamimamarthabam kenatvam upadeshita. Kaikeyi, I don't remember a single day, a single moment where Rama would have even thought or uttered a word against you. Nasmaramya priyam vakyam lokasya priyavadina. How will he, Kaikeyi? Lokasya priyavadina. If there is one person in this world who can speak only pleasing words, it is my Rama, Kaikeyi. And he wouldn't have uttered a single word against you. So what vendetta, what grudge do you have against him, Kaikeyi? Kaikeyi, the world may live without the sun. See, day in and day out when we look to the sky in the eastern horizon, we wait for the sunrise. The western horizon, we wait for the sunset. Kaikeyi, it is said that the truth, the dharma in this world is because of Surya, sun. Kaikeyi, I can tell you, the world can even live without the sun. That sun which is the dharma for the world, that which helps sustain the dharma in the world, that sun, that Surya, this earth can live without that sun. A crop that is found on the paddy fields can live without the water. Kaikeyi, but I cannot live without Rama, Kaikeyi. Tishthe loko vina suryam sasyam vasalinam vina natu ramam vina dehe tishthettu mama jeevitam. Mama jeevitam. How can I survive, Kaikeyi, without my Rama? Jiye meen barubari bihina mani binu phaniko jiye dukh dina kahe subao na chalu man mahe jeevanu mor Ram binu nahi. Tulsidas ji says, it seems Dasharatha told Kaikeyi, a fish can live without the water. Even a fish can live without the water. Even a serpent can live without its priceless gem on its forehead. Kaikeyi, I cannot live without Rama. Dasharatha continues, Kaikeyi, I have never differentiated between Kaushalya's son Rama, your son Bharata. To me, both are equal. See, even now I'll tell you, Kaikeyi, wholeheartedly I'll tell you, Kaikeyi, let Bharata rule Ayodhya. I have no regrets. I will have no regrets. I will not feel bad. In fact, I'll feel very happy. I don't differentiate between Rama and Bharata, Kaikeyi. I will never. Let him rule. But for that, why should Rama go to the forest, Kaikeyi? Atha jignasa se mam tvam bharatasya priya priye astu yatvaya purvam vyakritam raghavam prati. Why should Raghava go to the forest, Kaikeyi? Let Bharata rule Ayodhya, Kaikeyi. Why should my dear Rama go to the forest, Kaikeyi? Please explain. Says Dasharatha, we need to understand if all these requests, please, fell into the ears of Kaikeyi or she turned those ears deaf in the next episode. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.